Hello everybody and welcome back to Crusader Kings, where we just conquered a lot of territory out over this way, and we had to grant some independence, but we didn't have to grant everything independence, obviously. In fact, there were some locations that we were eligible to not grant independence because of de jure holdings, so that's absolutely wonderful. We are going to head up over here, of course, and attack Cyprus next. And when are we going to do that? Well, right now, obviously. We're going to raise all of our troops here. And how many do we really need here? What's all these obligations invalidated? I guess these are not relevant because we control this now instead of the previous ruler? Sure. Okay. That's fine. They only have 1,700 troops. So this is going to be overkill. I can tell you that right now. They had an ally join. That's 6,000 troops. This is still going to be overkill, I'm pretty sure. They called in a holy order now, too. Actually, it wasn't them. Someone else called in a holy order. Okay. Well, we're just going to go here until our men-at-arms arrive, which will be any moment now. There they are. And off we go. Beautiful. We're going to take over Cyprus. And we saw troops coming over this direction. But that's fine. Okay. This should be completely okay. I don't see a problem with this fight. They do. There we go. We stack wipe them, 50% of our war score right there. And we're going to siege this on down. Sure. Do we want to... We're already living legend. We're craven, though. So we're going to let others handle it, and we're just going to take the 50 gold. That's fine. So this could end the war. We may have to siege this barony as well, though. We'll see. Any moment now. 15 days to go. It is indeed over. Cool. So we'll enforce our demands there and disband our troops. This will need to be handed out to a noble of the Norse culture, and that will be perfect. Okay, so from here, how do we want to expand? I'd like to keep working on our Mediterranean coastline, ideally. We could go after this guy. This might require... Yeah, this would definitely require being granted out. But that's not the end of the world. I like it. I think we go after this guy here. So we holy war for... I don't like these duchy holy wars. I don't want to use a holy war for kingdom claim here. I think that that's a waste. Maybe we should come back to this one. Can we do anything interesting with the Byzantine Empire in a kingdom? Bavaria, Croatia, Anatolia. A lot of these are going to require huge amounts of... Ooh, this is a potential option. This one would have to be granted out, as would this one and this one. So 3 titles would be granted out. We'd get the rest of this. We'll come back to Epirus. That might be an interesting option. Serbia is very small. Now this we could have all of. But then there's Thessalonica. This is coastal. This is not. We can't hold that. At least, well, actually, maybe. We maybe can't hold that. We actually would be able to hold that. Okay, cool. I think we have an idea. So the Byzantines have 20,000 troops. If we were to declare on them, that's what they'd bring. So let's take a look at the rest of Thessalonica. This is coastal. Coastal, coastal, coastal. All of this. And we'd even get Constantinople. That's a really solid kingdom. And because we would have this duchy, we would not even have to grant any of these independence. I think this is really good. Now, we don't have the piety for it right now. So we're going to hold off on this for the moment, and we're going to go on a pilgrimage here. We're going to go on a very long pilgrimage, because I don't want to lose a level of devotion from declaring this. So we're going to declare it after we go on the pilgrimage. Sure, I guess we'll take a concubine. Really? Tell me more of this High Queen. We are the High Queen, for the record. Fantastic. This ransom is acceptable. And we just need to finish up our... we're craven? Okay, we're going to be disdainful of heathens. Apparently we are pregnant while we're on this trip. That's a little suspicious, but sure. As soon as we have the piety here, there we go. We have the piety now, and we can holy war against the Byzantine Empire. Now, who else is Orthodox? Georgia. But the ruler is not Orthodox. So it would just be the Byzantines. Cool. So they'd bring about 20,000 troops. Yeah, this claim isn't useful to us. I mean, maybe a little bit, but it's not actually good. So we're just going to do a holy war for the kingdom of Thessalonica. This is a really solid kingdom for us, and this is going to be a bit of a challenging war, but I'm not expecting it to be super hard. We're going to raise up all of our troops. We're going to raise them up here on Crete. Fantastic. Then we're going to attack in Naxos. Yeah, we're not surprised if they have a few allies joining the war. Or one ally. Now, with this CB, this is not a kingdom invasion, so we will just get the de jure territories in there. We're raising up our troops here. And I'm going to let them all raise. Whoa! They're attacking us here on Crete? That's really, really foolish. I did not expect them to attack us here on Crete. We're going to fight them here, and they're going to definitely lose. Like, this is not going to go well for them. They're trying to embark. They're no longer recently disembarked, but they really, really lose this. They should not have attacked Crete. There's a few additional troops heading off over that way. That's fine. Completely and totally irrelevant. We're going to head over to Naxos because I think they're going to... Wait a second. I thought that they were going to embark here, but they're not. So we're going to fight them again. They're trying to embark, but they're not going to make it off. Crete is a really, really bad place for them to be. We're going to grab golden obligations here. Cool. So we're going to beat them up again. They landed additional troops on Crete. I'm not sure what the point of this is. But we're wasting time. So we're going to split off a few troops here. And we're going to give these guys a siege leader. Like so. And we're going to head up to Naxos. These guys are going to pursue. Beautiful. So we're going to catch some forces here. That should stack wipe, in all honesty. And now they're going to try to run away. They're going to fail. We're going to siege on Naxos, and we're going to head in over this way. There's these guys here. Sure. Okay. We have an empty council position. We'll put in a new steward. That will be this lady. And the question is, what's going on with this independence faction? This guy's just really upset, but he's... mostly upset because he's the wrong religion. We could try it. He is the wrong religion, and so are you. We're going to try to get these guys to convert. It's unlikely that they actually will. But we can't really do too much about them unless we can convert them. You, on the other hand, you we can work with. Okay. Any of these converting? No. Like I said, it was pretty unlikely. So here's the question. Are they going to remain on Crete? We did just discover chronicle writing. Household soldiers will be done in about 5 months. Hereditary rule was what was exposed next. Okay. So, from here, we're going to pursue them on Crete. And, okay, show in the Duke. They're going to stop here. We're going to keep fighting them. Now, we're not getting more from battles won. I'm wondering, is either of these commanded by ruler? Actually, yes, they are. So this is absolutely great. Now, household soldiers was just discovered, and that's amazing. We're very, very happy about that. We can go for horseshoes next, and I think that's a solid thing to go for. I also want to get ourselves an additional regiment of onagers, and we will increase that up to size 8. We'll increase all of these, in fact, up to the maximum size. We're not going to have them raised necessarily, but that's okay. Cool. Okay, we finished up our siege in Naxos, and we're going to head on over this direction next. There's not actually a connection here? Okay. So really, we should land up over here if we want to wargle. Cool. But we're keeping their army very occupied here on Crete. We're going to head over this way. We don't have a commander. We'll put this guy in. Sadly, we have not captured their ruler at this time. And no one has ticking war score either. Which is okay. We fully expected that. So they're going to stack wipe very soon. That was not a stack wipe. Next battle should be a stack wipe, though. Okay, cool. So we're going to walk in here. We would be attempting to poison this guy? We'll just disregard it. Cool. So they should stack wipe here this time. Yep, there we go. Beautiful. Next, we're going to come up here and stack wipe this force, which is commanded by its ruler. And our siege up here is going reasonably well. We're going to walk in up here since these guys are fighting currently in an awkward fashion. And we'll host a magnificent dinner party. There we go. So we stack wipe this force, no problem. And then we're going to come down over this way. Beautiful. This war is going exceptionally well. It doesn't really have a reason to go this well, if I'm honest. So we're going to sort by intrigue skill, and we'll get this guy in. Our court position was vacated, which is sad, but it's okay. Cool. And we'll head in over here and kill these guys, just to get them out of the way and take over their siege. Cool. There we go. The siege finishes. We're now at 72%. Okay, we just got ourselves a Warhammer there, and I'm not sure that that was actually what we wanted to do, necessarily. But let's see what our rarity is like. Norse Mace. Okay, sure. We can't raid anymore. But the prowess is nice. The prestige is good here, actually. We'll get that repaired. And as far as our armor goes, I think that this is okay. We'll repair that. Cool. So we're at 72% war score right now. And I'm going to divide this force in half. We're going to send half of that force up over here. Cool. We've given birth to a perfect little son. We do have a dangerous faction brewing here, and what is it? Peasant rabble? I don't care. That's just fine. Okay, so these guys at this point have like 6,000 troops. Cool. We're going to head up over here. We're at 80% war score right now, and we're just sieging our way up Thessalonica. This is irrelevant to us. We're going to take these guys and start sieging here. This should be a pretty quick, slow siege, too. So that's good. These guys can start moving off over to here. They'll get there eventually. We may end it with this siege, though. Maybe. It's going to be close. We did. Good. So we enforce those demands, and all of this is now ours. Beautiful. We'll disband our armies, and next up we need to hand off some territories. That would be this over here and this over here. Do we have any duchies that we need to hand off? The answer is no, but we can grant some vassals to rightful liege, which we will go ahead and do. Cool. And now we're above our vassal limit, so we're going to have to make some duchies and kingdoms. That's reasonable. We're not shocked about that one. Now, we don't have to grant this off because we actually can't. We cannot grant this guy independence, as you can see. He is under this jarldom, and he is de jure part of that jarldom. So that's absolutely fine. No problem here. We cannot grant that title off. Every other title that we got here is coastal. So that's beautiful. We got a good chunk out of the Byzantine Empire there, including their capital. So let's go ahead and create the Kingdom of Thessalonica here. And we are going to give that to this vassal here. So we're going to grant her the title. Show only the recent one. And we can grant her this county as well. We don't need to hold that. Oh, we do hold that personally. Okay. I was just like, hang on, I didn't notice that. But yeah, sure. So we'll grant that all over, and she's going to get a bunch of opinion of us. Now, she is the correct religion and culture, so that is perfect. Okay, no problem there. We can demand a payment from our nephew, and we might, but we probably aren't going to, in all honesty. I'm going to come over here for the time being, and we're going to work on upgrading our various holdings in here. I want to make sure that all of these are upgraded to their current cap. That is of a high priority. Okay. Definitely more to upgrade here. Here's one. And anything else here? Okay, we gain a level of stress, which is unfortunate. We can become reclusive. Sure. Okay, farms and fields and forestry. What else do we have over here? Nothing. That's fine. We're going to head up over to our capital. This is all maxed out. And in our capital, we are, of course, going to continue to work on upgrading. This ransom is fully acceptable. Oh, we got some territory over here that is illegal for us to go after, but a vassal went after it, so that's okay. This is not illegal for us to hold if a vassal is the one that holds it. Well, technically, this is legal. This is de jure. Okay. Well, that's fine. I do want to continue to work on our Mediterranean coastline. We hold a substantial chunk of the Mediterranean coastline, that's for sure. Including many of the most valuable locations. We do not own anything over here, though. And I'd like to do something about that. Now, a lot of these counties are not valid for us to hold. I'm just looking at what our options are over here. Yeah, a lot of those we simply can't go after. Okay. Sure. We can go after Al-Andalus. Of course, with this, we would gain the title, but I believe that it will... Yeah, he will retain the emirate. So we will be required to grant independence to a number of counties here. That's okay. That's not the worst thing. Hello. We didn't conquer all of this, did we? Maybe we did. Yeah, this is de jure here. This duchy here. Who's the holder of this? This is all just under a count. She must have conquered this. Or inherited it in some way. This is not something that we set up. Okay. The realm can expand that way. That is legal for our vassals to expand inland. We just can't be the instigator of that. So that's okay. We're definitely seeing some gains over here, though. I wouldn't mind going after this county just to link this up. In fact, maybe we should declare on Aquitaine here. There are a few counties that we can go after over this direction, too, legally. So yeah, we could go after this, and we'd have to grant out one county here. We would not be able to hold this, Forez. The rest of this we could go after. And then there's one county over here, Toulouse, that we can legally take. And then we could go up here. Yeah. We have a lot of options at this point. That's for sure. I want to take a look at what a duchy over here might look like. Gross. That one we could go after. This is illegal for us to hold up here. What are the other options? Yeah, we already looked at this one. This is mostly illegal for us to hold. So that's not a good one to go after at all. So the next question is, I mean, there's a Duchy of Antioch. This one's not bad either. We could go after that one. I think that we go after this one here. And then we can go after Antioch and just push our way around the coastline that way. And then this can be a single county claim. So this would be a pretty lengthy campaign. As in, it would require waiting out multiple truces. But I think that's reasonably okay. So let's go ahead and declare this. And we're going to raise up our troops here. Now, how many does he have? Like 20k. Sure, we're going to raise our men-at-arms and our levy troops. We're going to raise about, let's see, he called in a holy order for an extra 3k. That's fine. Fantastic. So we're going to raise up around 24k here. Of just levy troops. And then our men-at-arms will show up, our newly beefed up men-at-arms. Okay, we'll call that good for the levy troops, and there's our men-at-arms. Cool. So we're going to split off a siege force here of about 6k. We'll call it 5k. These guys are going to move up to here and begin to siege. Next, we need a siege commander. So we'll put in this guy. Now, where are their armies? We do not know. We're going to head into Beirut for right now, or actually, this is sieging very quickly. We're going to wait out this siege. Okay. Now we're going to head into Beirut. And that'll be 11, 13 casualties. We'll hold off on progressing there. Okay. Never. A peasant's lot is to serve their lord. Okay, so we have some peasants here, and we will definitely deal with those. That's not a problem. We will raise up our troops over here. And we'll head in over this way as soon as we have sufficient troops. Sure, show in the count. Okay, so they're going to fight us here, and we didn't have our full troops raised. We're still going to win that. These guys have 5,000 over here. Okay, that's not too bad. No sign of the enemy troops over this way. Just yet. New stewardship lifestyle perk unlocked. We're going to take war profits here. Cool. We're now going to go cap Tripoli. Then we're going to check out what's going on over here. We're going to raise up additional troops. We see them sailing off, which is interesting. Not exactly sure what they're doing there. Oh, they're hitting up over here. Okay. That seems reasonably fine. So down over here, no sign of the enemy troops just yet. We do need leadership here, and that would be this guy, I guess. We're going to head in over this way. We now have ticking war score here. 20 days on raising up our anti-peasant force. And we're not going to get much more than this. Okay. We are going to head in up over this way, and we're just going to walk. That's fine. We did lose ourselves... Okay, get out of here. We did lose ourselves our spy master. So, not you. You, there you go. Cool. We'll head in like that. We have ticking at this time. And there's this independence faction, which is full of very rude people. But no real problem. Done. Cool. We will eventually want to allow that to fire. But for the time being, that's not a thing. So we're going to need to spread these guys out, right? There's no sign of the enemy armies just yet, so we're just going to spread out along this coast. And these guys will as well. And then we're going to hit their capital here. We're resupplying. And let's see what's going on out over here. Okay, we're fighting the rebels, and we're winning. So that should be done. Beautiful. There's some enemy troops. Okay, we're going to group all of these guys together. They are coming out over this direction. We're done with our rebel army. So that's completely dealt with. Beautiful. We're going to group these guys up, and we're going to come fight them. Yeah, we're going to take attrition on the way over there, but that's okay. Where are they going? They're going to lead us straight through 1,000,000 attritions, aren't they? I mean, that's good play on their part, for sure. We're not going to let them do that. We're going to come around. We finished capping their capital. And we're going to fight somebody over this way, I think. We're at 72% war score here, and I want to fight these guys here. We're going to bring in potentially allies over here as well. Now, we only catch a small part of their army. But that's okay. We're going to group these guys together, and we're going to come up here. We're at 83% war score at this time. I don't want to chase them out through their own territory here, if I can at all help it. We're just going to come back over here and see if we can stop this siege. Yeah, we're going to win this, and this will end the war. Beautiful. And with that, it will be time to put a cut in here. Well, a little past time. So you can leave your offerings to the engagement gods in the form of likes, comments, subscribes, and bell ringings. Let's end this war. Beautiful. We'll hand out these titles real quick, and we'll deal with any potential fallout from that in the next episode. And a very special thank you to all of the channel members for making this video possible, including Casserole, Sigma162, who else do we have here? There we go. I have the notepad up now. JJ Gamer, Ken Tuin. I knew there was a new one, and I just couldn't remember what the next one was. Sorry, JJ Gamer. Spartan News, Nick Smarty, Video Games Are Not Real, Dimitri H, Punching the Microphone, Kadra, Raw Potato, El Nichi Nazi, Justin Everett, Emiliano Cambron, Martin Lawrence, and all the rest. And of course, you. Thank you for watching. If you'd like to support the channel, you can click the join button down below the video. And as always, I will see you all next time.